Welcome back to the Sanctuary and Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Kruznik X here. Last episode. The truth has been revealed. The truth about the blessed siblings. 1 out of every 100 is actually born, while the rest are doomed to die. Akul Jaja has revealed this to us and lent us his scales to meet with the to be able to speak with the people. Akul Jaja has put his faith in us, and most importantly, in Wuk Lamat. Let's continue this journey with the next quest in our endeavor. Mamook speaks. Alright, Chris. Before we start, let's make sure we're remembering our history correctly. The Mamuljar and Gibral fought for centuries over the land in the upper forest. But due to infighting, Mamuljar forces struggled to make significant gains. In order to promote cooperation, the Hubigo and Bunewad clans intermarried, and that's how blessed siblings were first conceived. With that in mind, let's talk to the people and learn why they rely on blessed siblings. Right? Blessed siblings promise more than strength. They promise us the sun. This forest is dark and inhospitable. When given the opportunity to live in Tuliolal, most of our people didn't think twice. Still, the prospect of being among so many outsiders was intimidating enough to keep many of us here. Blessed siblings are meant to deliver us from this accursed forest, to lead us to the fertile land above, where we might make a place for Mamulja to abide in peace and plenty. So you desire fertile land, one that's all your own. As you'll have noticed, this forest is very dark. Hardly any sunlight makes it through the canopy. It feels like it's always night. Plow, fertilize, we irrigate, yet our crops shrivel and die as though cursed. The only one that grows well is Najul, Shatika banana in Turali. Try living on that and little else for a few centuries and see how you like it. A forest where nothing grows. It's not hard to imagine why you'd want to leave. Merchant? This land was once rich with ore. The Yokoi did not stop digging until all the veins were spent. Meteorites are only good for so much. Even if we made overtures to traders, we have little to offer. Nothing would make me happier than to make a good life for my family, place where I was born. But that's impossible. So, with the resources as sparse as they are, you don't have good prospects for trade. Those who have known only open skies and bountiful land cannot comprehend our plight. To thrive, we must take what we lack by force, and for that, we need the might of blessed siblings. There have to be other ways to thrive, ways that don't require fighting. Well, I think I'm starting to understand. Everyone had their own perspective, but all their concerns were about the forest itself. Dark, infertile, cursed. Hearing that, it's little wonder that people here wish they had better land. And who better to get it from them than blessed siblings? It's hard to convince people to stay in a place that can't provide what they need. You'd think the meteorites at least would have value, but apparently not. Hold on. Didn't Erenville mention something about the meteorites? That the ether they emit makes the plants grow blue? A rather significant physiological effect, I would say. If we were to study these meteorites, we might discover other ways they influence local flora. I noticed a curious amalgam of tree and meteorite just south of here. Determining precisely how they interact with one another may yield crucial insights. Everyone, I really appreciate you for sharing your thoughts with us. Thanks to your insights, we have a promising idea already. We just need a moment to investigate it further, so please, bear with us. We'll be right back. That's right. How far is this? Oh, there it is. I think. There they are. Oh, yeah. It really is incredible how a tree could support such an enormous boulder. The meteorite's etheric emissions are palpable, even from this distance. Seeing this again makes me feel more confident in sharing a theory of mine. I suspect that only plants with an etheric affinity to these meteorites can thrive in this forest. If so, the gargantuan trees that create the dense canopy would by necessity possess the same affinity, as well as the aforementioned nodule tree. Indeed. I should like to analyze these samples of meteorite before drawing any definitive conclusions, however. I carry with me a few devices that will aid in this endeavor, but perhaps you and Cryo could lend your expertise as well. I'd like to join you. The etheric signature of these meteorites may be crucial in determining what manner of species might fare well here. I see what you're getting at. If we can prove to them the cursed forest isn't quite so cursed, maybe the people won't feel like blessed siblings are their only solution. So, how can I help? Want me to climb the tree and break off a piece of meteorite for you? There are plenty of fragments on the ground already. It should be enough for our purposes if we gather about 5 pieces each. Even better if those fragments are gathered from disparate locations. I will collect your pieces once you have them. Going down. Ow. Okay, there's the first meteorite shard. One more. All right, we found them all. Huh? Did you find your fragments? you go. Much obliged. Alphino Cryer and I will combine the gathered samples and conduct an analysis forthwith. Determining the wavelength may take a little while, but I am hopeful that our efforts will bear fruit. I'll tell my sister to await our arrival at Moksutura Zuj, so go and meet her there. We will return with our results as soon as possible. Alright, now the question is, how do we get back up there? Way, that way. Okay. Alright, let's find the path again. Ooh, that was kind of adorable. Alright, there they are. We've done all we can. The rest we must leave to Kona and the others. I don't know the first thing about those Charlian devices of his, but if they can be of help to Mamook, I'm glad he has them. There's hope for this forest yet, Chris. I can feel it. Alright. I'm sure Zariel Jar would have choice words for us if he knew what we were up to. But his people are my people, and I can't ignore their plight. If I'm to call myself Dawn Servant one day, I have to bring an end to the tragedy here. Many are depending on me, Bakul Jaja not least of all. Anyway, I'm sure Kona and the others will be back with their report soon. I hope so. Oh no, that wasn't in either current. Good. Everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it only right to call the others. You got... Thanks to the efforts of all, I'm pleased to say our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. Earlier, we asked you about the hopes you place in blessed siblings, why they are important to you. Your overwhelming response was a frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops. In all respects, have you ever struggled to build a prosperous... Let me try that again. From a lack of natural resources to the inability to cultivate crops. In all respects, have you ever struggled to build a prosperous home? Thus, your understandable desire for new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our tests have proven without a doubt that the Jatika heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again, but we have discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit an unusual energy that greatly influences the development of surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the Najul and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the salt in a place called Charleon, there is a peerless collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via Linkper. Should you desire them, a sample of our best candidates can be shipped here in short order. Just as Eorzea acquired the Popoto and Tomato from Tural, so too might Mamook benefit from foreign crops. You mean we'd be able to grow more than Najul here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adverse effect on the ecosystem, your agricultural options should increase markedly. With the right crops, Mamook will have all it needs to prosper, both at home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then, there was never any need to fight? Never any need to sacrifice? We can't change the past, but we can try to make the future better. Let the old teachings end with us. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that idea can't be easy. But I'll prove that when we work together, our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us promise. If there is another way, for our children and our home will no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words, Chris? In friends, both old and new, you can find the light to banish the darkness. Pain. A perplexing notion from an outsider, but not unwelcome. We've said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left is to defeat my father's shade in the feet of the Brotherhood and clear the way for Mamook's bright new future. Do not give us cause to question your faith in you. Please, leave up to your words. I will. After we complete this feat, let's be sure to tell Zerilja the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's as eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods they'll grow here. Passion even for the likes of him. You continue to eclipse me in every way. Then it is a simple choice. We're counting on you, Wuk Lamat. Oh, we're back near Mamook. Good. Wuk Lamat's gone ahead to announce our readiness. I never imagined the samples we so feverishly collected for the Exodus would find new purpose here. But even if they help people improve their... But if they help these people improve their prospects, all the better. Anyway, we should go and meet our comrades where Zorar Shah made his own attempt. The final feat awaits. Alright. Alright, so will we be doing this as a solo duty or is this just a basic cutscene? Solo duty, got it. Someone has gone to fetch the real Shah. He should be here soon. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Recommend. Yep, okay. Let's do this.
Zerelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamook and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade, and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamook.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are, each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Yarmanda.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja, the finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Here we go.
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her. Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt. I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
Nice.
What are you scheming? Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps. Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne. This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might. Ulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed, arise!
Everyone ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Time to face him in his prime.
No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders. And the only way forward is through you.
So, who am I playing as?
Bear witness to our resolve!
In their research guides our journey.
So long as we stand together, we're unstoppable.
Here we go.
These blades sundered Valigarmanda scales!
Blades of fire rain.
Good thing I saw most of his moves before.
Some manner of paralyzing effect. Defend the afflicted!
We must free them! Target the constricting flames!
None can outrun my flames.
Ooh, Kona!
Together, we shall triumph!
Let's get the fuck out of here! Oh shit. That kind of hurt.
We'll get through this.
I know not who you are. I am blood to nothing.
Surely this will quench your thirst for battle.
Oh, okay.
Resolve the risen Kindle.
Finally get to see this fight.
By crimson wrath be sundered.
Now I get to finally see this attack. Oh.
Everyone, get behind me! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Will you have the strength to stand up to this?
I will be the next Dawn servant. I will protect my people. Is that the best you can do?
Impressive! But I'm not finished yet. We will see Lamachi become Dawn servant. Yola!
Almost to the end here. And made it.
That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Oh. Cat and rum?
It couldn't be.
Tanqua! It's been too long.
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuk Lamat.
Tanqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
Yep. Ketenram.
That birth name being Ketenram, I presume.
No! Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
We can talk about me cabbage later. Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat. To deny Wuk Lamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
We're not minions. We're Wuk Lamat's friends and comrades.
Comrades, you believe a ruler should be reliant upon such?
How we saved your star the
Together,
last
we can
time.
achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
And that completes the set.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident that you will find the Golden City in no time. You've grown much, and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
Kona. Thank you.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuk Lamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
That's the truth.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to hear them. Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories. I
And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking. But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You know it.
You've still malms to go yet, Wuk Lamat. The rite ain't over till you find the city of gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
Wuk Lamat. Let's go and tell the people of our victory. That promise. You brought everyone? We were just coming to you. We did it, Milaja. We proved to the Artak that not even my father's full power could overcome the strength of our fellowship. I knew you would. I was right to trust you. You fulfilled your promise. Now it's our turn. You've shown us another way, that we can build the lives we've always wanted, here, in our homeland, without sacrifice. Since our new crops will come from across the salt, I suppose we will have to treat with the outsiders as equals, of course. Inside or outside, we're all just people. No matter what we look like or where we're born. When you're not used to all the color and variety, differences can feel like obstacles. But by learning more about what makes us different, we can also find common ground in places we never expected. Something new may become something you love. And someone you once hated might someday become your friend. You'll never know unless you keep an open mind. And while it may feel scary, taking that first step towards understanding is always worth it. Of course, learning about outsiders may well help Mamook grow. But what happens when they learn about us? About what we've done? They will not! For generations, our covenant has been kept secret. And so it shall remain. The atrocities committed here were facilitated by the Autarchs. We and no one else are responsible. For my deeds, I am prepared to forfeit my life. But I will not suffer others to be damned alongside me. No one's being damned, and your life isn't forfeit. The last thing this city needs is more death. Bakur Jaja hasn't fought this hard for this long only to lose his father. If you truly feel responsible, be the first person to extend understanding to the others on behalf of Mamook. Your community is waiting for you, here and in Tuliolal. We can still make things right, my love. Choose a different side of history. Thank you, Third Promise. Thank you for everything. You'll still owe me an explanation about that cabbage, you know. The people of Mamook have accepted you. Merchants and vendors are now available for use. Alright, while I go attune to some other things, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a moment. Watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. See you in a bit.